Good morning, students. Welcome to our online video class of chemistry. In previous section, we had discussed about solubility of gas in liquid using Henry's law. Today, we will discuss about vapor pressure of liquid solution and solid liquid solution.
Vapor pressure of liquid solution. At the beginning of the chapter, we have discussed about different types of solution. What are the different types of solutions? Liquid solution, solid solution and gaseous solution. Here we are going to discuss about vapor pressure of liquid solution. And in liquid solution, solvent is liquid and solute may be solid, liquid or gas. And solubility of gas in liquid we have already discussed in the previous class using Henry's law. At a constant temperature, the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas present above the surface of liquid or solution. In this section, we are only discussing about vapor pressure of liquid solution, in which liquid or solid act as solute. What is vapor pressure? The vapor pressure is a measure of the escaping tendency of the molecules from the liquid surface and depend upon the volatility of the liquid, and it depends upon temperature employed. The solvent being a liquid is normally volatile. However, the solute may be either volatile or may be non-volatile in nature. Next, we are going to discuss about vapor pressure of liquid solutions. What are binary solutions? Solutions which contain two components. Can you say an example for binary solutions? Water and alcohol, benzene and toluene are examples for liquid binary solution. Here the components are denoted as 1 and 2 when taken in a closed vessel. Both the components get evaporates. Then an equilibrium would established between the vapor phase and the liquid phase. Let the total vapor pressure at this stage is P total and P1 and P2 be the partial vapor pressure of components 1 and 2. And these partial pressures are related to mole fraction x1 and x2 of the two component 1 and 2. The French chemist Francois Martin Raoult 1886 gave the quantitative relationship between them. The relationship is known as the Raoult's law, which states that for a solution of volatile liquids, the partial vapor pressure of each component of the solution is directly proportional to its mole fraction present in solution. Thus, for component 1, P1 is proportional to X1 and P1 equals P10 X1, where P10 is the vapor pressure of pure component 1 at the same temperature. Similarly, for component 2, P2 equals P20 X2, where P20 is the vapor pressure of pure component 2 at the same temperature. According to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the total pressure P total over the solution phase in the container will be the sum of partial pressure of the component of the solution, and it is given by P total equals P1 plus P2. If we substitute the values of P1 and P2,
we get P total equal P10x1 plus P20x2. We have studied that the sum of mole fraction of all components of a solution is unity. Therefore, x1 plus x2 equal 1. Or we can write it as x1 equal 1 minus x2. Then if we substitute x1 equals 1 minus x2, then the equation becomes P10 into 1 minus x2 plus P20 into x2, which is equals P10 minus P10 x2 plus P20 x2. Here P10 x2 plus P20 x2 is common. So we can write this equation as P total equal P10 plus x2 into P20 minus P10.
From the equation, we can conclude that total vapor pressure over the solution can be related to the mole fraction of any one of the components. Total vapor pressure over the solution varies linearly with the mole fraction of component 2. Depending on the vapor pressure of the pure component 1 and 2, total vapor pressure over the solution decreases or increases with the increase of the mole fraction of component 1. The total partial pressure P equals P1 plus P2, which is equal to P10 x1 plus P20 x2. The partial pressure of each component in a solution can be plotted against mole fraction. P1 and P2 are the partial pressure of component 1 and 2. x1 and x2 are the mole fractions of component 1 and 2. A plot of P1 or P2 versus the mole fraction x1 and x2 for a solution gives a linear plot is shown in this figure. These lines 1 and 2 pass through the points for which x1 and x2 are equal to unity. Similarly, the plot line 3 of P total versus x2 is also linear. If a solution consists of a non-volatile solute, the contribution of solute to the total vapor pressure of the solution will be less, so that its vapor pressure of the solution will be less. The minimum value of P total is P10 and the maximum value is P20. Assume that component 1 is less volatile than component 2. That is, P10 is less than P20. The composition of vapor pressure in equilibrium with the solution is determined by the partial pressure of the component. If y1 and y2 are the mole fractions of component 1 and 2 respectively in the vapor phase, then by using Dalton's law of partial pressure, we can write P1 equal y1 P total and P2 equal y2 P total. Generally, we can write it as Pi equals yi P total. Next topic is Raoult's law as a special case of Henry's law. According to Raoult's law, the vapor pressure of a volatile component in given solution is given by Pi equal to Xi into Pi0. In the solution of a gas in liquid, if one of the components is so volatile that it exists as a gas, and we have already seen that its solubility given by Henry's law P equals Kh Xi. If we compare the equation 1 and 2. That is equations for Raoult's law and Henry's law. It can be seen that the partial pressure of the volatile component or gas is directly proportional to mole fraction in the solution. Only the difference is in the proportionality constant. Kh differ from that of Pi0. Thus, Raoult's law become a special case if Kh and Pi0 become unity. Next is vapor pressure of solutions of solid in liquid. Here solid is solute and liquid is solvent. For example, sodium chloride in water, glucose in water and urea in water. Another examples are iodine in carbon disulfide, sulfur in carbon disulfide. The physical properties of these solutions are differ from pure solid. For example, the physical properties of sodium chloride solution is different from that of sodium chloride. Here we are going to discuss about physical property which is vapor pressure. Vapor pressure of solution which has solid solution is different from that of vapor pressure of pure solvent. It means the vapor pressure of sodium chloride solution is different from that of water, vapor pressure of water. And vapor pressure is the pressure exerted by vapors of liquid over the liquid phase under equilibrium condition. In general, liquid at a given temperature vaporize, and under equilibrium conditions, the pressure exerted by the vapors of the liquid over the liquid phase is called vapor pressure. In a pure liquid, the entire surface is occupied by the molecules of liquid. A non-volatile solute is added to a solvent to give a solution. The vapor pressure of the solution is solely from the solvent alone. That means if the solute is non-volatile, the vapor pressure is only due to the solvent. The picture represents the decrease in the vapor pressure of the solvent on account of the presence of solute in the solvent. The first figure shows the vapor pressure of pure solvent. Evaporation of molecules of the solvent from its surface is denoted by blue dots, and the figure B represents solution with a non-volatile solute. In that, the green color denoted solute particles, and they also occupy the part of the surface area. Consequently, the number of solvent molecules escaping from the surface is correspondingly reduced. Thus, the vapor pressure is also reduced. As the number of solvent molecules escaping from the surface reduced, the vapor pressure also get reduced. Therefore, the decrease in vapor pressure of the solvent depends on the quantity of non-volatile solute present in the solution, irrespective of their nature. According to Raoult's law, the vapor pressure of each component in solution is directly proportional to mole fraction. In a binary solution, let us denote the solvent by 1 and solute by 2. Let Pi be the vapor pressure of the solvent, Xi be its mole fraction, and Pi0 be the vapor pressure of pure state. Here the contribution of vapor pressure is only from the solvent because the solute is non-volatile. According to Raoult's law, P1 is proportional to H1. P1 is the partial pressure of the component 1 and H1 is the mole fraction of the component. We can write it as P1 equals H1 P1 0. Proportionality constant is equal to the vapor pressure of the pure solvent P1 0. A plot of vapor pressure versus mole fraction gives a linear graph.
I hope you might have understood what we learned today. We learned today about vapor pressure of liquid solutions. We discussed about binary solutions consist of two components that are either liquid in liquid solution or solid in liquid solution. Also studied about Raoult's law.